archive if I want all that pre-chatter. Let me know if this is showing up. I'll give it a second. Hi, Jeff. All right, now are we good? I'm just trying to make sure the people that couldn't get it loaded have it now. Or Twitch is just being a piece of shit tonight, I don't know. Maybe... Alright. I swear to God, I hope these technical difficulties aren't on my end. It's always something. It's always something, though. Anyway. One of the other things I wanted to mention about the, about how MAME finds the ROMs is that MAME can handle ROM files in either what's called merged files or split files. What I mean is that, like, every MAME ROM set has a parent ROM set, like, you know, say Pac-Man. Its parent ROM set is actually Puck-Man, the Japanese version. And then you'll have a shitload of clones of different ROM sets, you know, different versions that came out in different territories, different hacked versions. All those are considered clones, and the clones, like, borrow some of the same ROMs as the parent, but they have a little bit different. And so it varies based on, you know, game and MAME, how many clones a ROM set has. And no, clones aren't worth ignoring all the time. Sometimes the clones have something funny about it. But I've discovered that it can kind of wreak havoc with the whole roulette thing. Because this actually happened to me a couple times. I'm actually gonna bring up the MAME window just for a second. This is not gonna count as a roll. I just wanna show this as an example. Where's this one? Yeah. Streaking. So, like, if I had, like, the ROMs in multiple zip files, they would show up multiple times. Like, I'm just going to type in Last Resort because I have it in, I had the prototype ROM set split up from the parent ROM set. So that means that Last Resort actually has 2 chances to show up in the random list, as opposed to 1, assuming everything else was merged, you know? And so what happened in one of my other streams is that Gunsmoke came up as one of the games, and Gunsmoke was on the list like at least 2 more times after that, because there were multiple Gunsmoke ROM sets. Multiple versions of it, I mean, and those just happened to show up. And Pit Fighter would show up a lot, too, in the list, because there's like 8 or 9 different Pit Fighter ROM sets for some reason. So I actually like sat down and downloaded, what is it called, ClearMAME Pro. It's kind of a ROM utility. And it has merging and splitting options, so I just merged every other game into one zip file. So if I type in Gunsmoke now, it should only get 1 result. Yeah. Same thing for Pit Fighter. Because I mean, there are cool clones of ROM sets that might be worth playing, but at the same time, I kind of want there to be equality. I want every game to have an equal chance of showing up. So, like, if there are, like if a game comes up and it has, like, something cool about it in the clone ROM set, I might load up the clone briefly just to show it, or whatever. But I will also say that, you know, because any ROM file that doesn't exist in my directory doesn't show up, I know, Ex Mortis just said it, there's potential for me to corrupt the whole random selection thing. because I could just remove games I never want to play. But I didn't do that. Look, it's still there. It's also still there. Those games are still in the list. They could still show up at any moment. I didn't remove anything, okay? I'm only removing games that I know are gambling games or say they're not working. Those are the only games I'm removing. I'm not gonna corrupt these things, alright? Anyway, I think that about covers what I wanted to say. Also, yeah, shout-outs to everybody else that's doing random streams now. I mentioned, FunkDoc is doing his MAME randomizer stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Hopefully we get more games, more of those gambling games out of the way, because it was kind of rough yesterday. Sebmal still does his Sunday random MAME stream over on Hitbox. He's actually doing a special stream on Saturday, where he's I think it's at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. He's going to play through 50 random games as part of a special stream. So definitely check him out. He does it on Hitbox, so I'll type the link in. Just bookmark that and check him out. Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And of course, I asked, who's also in chat right now, he mentioned that he wants to do a sort of shmup roulette. I'm not sure the exact details of when he's going to be doing that, but yeah, stay tuned to his Twitch and Twitter for details on that. All right, I've babbled on long enough. I'm gonna restart this, and we will actually start this shit. All right, game number 164. How is that possible? Like, how is that fucking possible? But then again, you have to keep in mind there's 2 last resort entries on the list. I forgot to I forgot to remove the duplicate, so it had a better chance of like any other game that hasn't been merged. And I just fucking played this too. I did that whole fucking side-by-side stream the other day. Oh yeah, there's World Heroes Perfect right there, huh? I swear to God, I am not rigging this in any way. Alright. But, yeah, let's see, we're trying to get a lot of these, Oh, Thunderblade, not working. I should probably delete that. Alright, well, this gives me a chance to play Last Resort again. What are the fucking odds? Oh, Despatch, the stream isn't loading for you too, huh? Fuck. I should have removed the prototype from the ROM list. That corrupted the random seed, apparently. Should I restart one more time? Just to... I mean, we got some people who can see this and some people who can't. Alright, well, might as well play a loop of Last Resort, I guess, even though I just I just talked about this in pretty great detail. And yeah, the general rule of thumb for how long I play a game is I will play 1 credit at least. If it's a shithouse game I don't want to play anymore, I'll just stop and move on. If it's a game that's actually interesting, I'll keep playing it. If it's a game like this that I know I can actually finish on 1 credit, I'm obviously going to make an effort to finish it on 1 credit if I can. But this game does have 2 loops. For the interest in time, I'm not going to do both loops though. I'll just do the first loop, because the second loop is pretty much the same thing. You know, the difficulty is just a little bit higher, but not by much. Why am I talking? I should be enjoying this music. Oh, I didn't check the audio. I think the audio is kind of high, but whatever. There's like at least 3 people that can't see the stream right now, huh? I don't know why I'm saying that when they're not gonna be able to see it anyway. I don't know if I should try another Twitch server after this before Game 165 or before Viewer's Choice. I don't know, like, I think Twitch is just being a piece of shit. Like, I didn't change anything in my settings since the last time I streamed. It's really weird that some people can see it and other people can't. For people to be excluded from this, but I mean, what else to do? Really hampering my enjoyment of the game. I hate having technical difficulties like this. I know this game pretty well. Alright, the Death Corridor. Sebmal actually did get this on his random MAME stream, and he, of course, he got straight up bodied by this part because this part's designed to fuck people over. gotta keep launching the droid like that to take out the turrets on the ground. Also, yeah, I really hope that Fightcade update comes soon. Because I am fiending for some old, I really want to play some Fighters History Dynamite, I want to play some Breakers, but I can't fucking stand Final Burn Alpha in its current state. I refuse to touch it. This is complete dog shit. I haven't even really been talking much about this game. I'm sorry, folks. I usually try to give a little more history on the game or my experience with the game. Because I only saw this game in like the only time I ever saw this game in an arcade was at a it was a go-kart place on South Padre Island in South Texas. You know, I thought it was a cool game, but I didn't really get to play it much. I think I probably got to that corridor on stage 2 and couldn't get past it. It wasn't until emulation that I was able to better learn this game. Don't blame the emulation authors for no Naomi, or don't blame Fightcade. Blame Final Burn Alpha. It's up to them, not the Fightcade guys. They're not adding support for other games. Fighting game players really underestimate how. I didn't see those missiles. Fighting game players really underestimate how quote-unquote easy it is to add games to emulators. That's what I've noticed. Yeah, Last Resort really did come up on Roulette. I closed MAME, I reopened it, and there it was. Right after I was explaining the whole merged versus split ROM thing. I really should not have lost a life there, but whatever. I always forget that ship actually can fire missiles after destroyed. So what was I saying? Yeah, I only saw this game in an arcade once. At a go-kart place. Then when I discovered emulation, or rather when an emulator added it, that's when I actually learned how to properly play the game. Because the funny thing about this game is that I would say probably, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. I would guess that like maybe at least 80% of the time this game was in an arcade. I bet nobody had beaten that default high score. That 218,200 score at the top there by ice. Because literally to reach that default high score, you have to get to stage 5. And there's only 5 stages in the game before you hit the loop. So you got to get pretty far into the game just to beat that default high score. And you know, there's kind of some incentive to get the high score because it actually, you know, puts the initials under the score there. So it'd be cool that, you know, you get the high score, then everybody gets to see your initials. This isn't an easy game to actually reach that default on. Well, I think it's easy now, but it takes it's one of those games you have to learn. This is a checkpoint-based shmup, so you can't brute force it with credits. Not that you get to keep your score anyway when you continue. So. What's up, Roulette? Safe spot. Not a safe spot. I stopped firing for a second. Alright, I shouldn't be getting bodied by this game. Good thing I was only planning on doing one loop anyway, huh? Alright, this time let's not stop firing on that boss. I thought I had it in the right spot where you could just keep the droid in front of the missiles. But now I gotta keep firing at it. I got lazy. And yeah, this game has a fantastic soundtrack. Although most of the time I only really remember the first stage, but a lot of it is good. Holy shit! Alright, usually you can just sit here in a safe spot, but eventually that orange enemy comes in from the side. Those orange enemies are like designed to keep you from sitting in a safe spot. There he is. So yeah, obviously I did a video for this game fairly recently. On stream too, comparing this to the prototype version that was dumped fairly recently. Or at least added to MAME fairly recently. And there's a lot of interesting changes in that prototype. I'm not going to go over all of them. But for the most part, I think the changes they made in the final version definitely made this a better game. There were just a lot of random things that needed to be balanced better that they ended up doing for the final version. But it is interesting to see the whole development process of the game, how they changed certain things or added certain enemies. I always like taking a look at prototype versions of games just for that reason. Yeah, that's a good stage clear music. But yeah, Night Striker's stage clear music is really satisfying. I was playing Tough Turf last night. I love the stage clear music in that game. That's some satisfying stage clear music, too. What games have the most satisfying end-of-level jingles? Of course, the House of the Dead series comes to mind. Oh, it's so satisfying, dude. Oh. Alright, I could end up dying on this part. I fuck it up sometimes. Alright. down just for the hell of it. You get a speed up back like at the beginning of the next stage, which you kind of need for getting past some bullets like at the very beginning. Yeah, one cycle this. Wow, I didn't even destroy that thing. I destroyed the one on the back first. Oh, dude! Shoutouts to Macaw. What's up, Ann? Hey, I'm almost at the default high score. So you have to get to stage 5 just to beat the default high. Although, unfortunately, there are some scoring problems with this game. Like, there's no timer on bosses. And so, I remember seeing a replay where on the final boss, you just try to keep destroying these destructible things that launch missiles at you, and you just keep destroying those over and over. But apparently it was the replay was a task, so they made it look way easier than it obviously is. Yeah, I'm going for one loop on this. I'm not going to play the second loop. It's pretty much the same thing. I should just upload my my replay from MARP of it. So I actually did record it to a video file just so I could do that side-by-side comparison. And I never uploaded that video to YouTube. It's just sitting here on my hard drive, so maybe I should do that. Destroy that thing right at the end. Not that it really matters. There we go. This is the last stage, by the way. If I didn't already make that clear. And this stage is kind of a nod to the whole giant battleship thing on stage 3 of R-Type. But it is not actually the entire stage. It's only the first half. This part kind of takes a while, unfortunately. Like, I think they want you to destroy that that weak spot on the ship, but there's really no reason to. You actually get more points if you keep shooting these missiles. And either way, if you don't destroy the weak point, it just kind of times out and you go to the next part of the stage anyway. There we go. Now for the asteroid rush, which is ridiculously difficult in the prototype version for some reason, but not too bad in this version. It's still kind of tough because there's other enemies they put on the screen, but it's still very possible to die in this part. bad. I'm never entirely sure why I can destroy those things in one shot. I think you just need a fully charged droid shot. I wasn't fully charged. Anyway, this is the last boss. It's really disappointing. All you have to do is worry about the missiles, and he fires some 8-way blast that literally all you have to do to dodge it is just tap up or down. It won't hit you. You just worry about the missiles, keep firing. That's the last boss. That's the end of Last Resort. Release one loop. End this at 280,000 even, why not? Oh, now I'm gonna have to actually get hit by a bullet, though. I think I'll get 100 points if I crash into something. I thought I was gonna dodge that. Oh wait, it didn't give me points. Alright. That works. So one thing I pointed out in the video I made is that all the names on the default high score list here, they're all names of rappers and hip hop artists from the late '80s and early '90s. Because you can see Ice-T has the well, second and third now, but first and second by default. There's Public Enemy right below him, and of course, right there in 7th place is none other than 2 Live Crew. Because, I mean, there's really no way that could stand for anything other than 2 Live Crew. Putting 2LC there with Ice-T and PE. I'll never get over that. It still just fucking blows my mind that there's a Japanese-developed shoot-'em-up that's giving a shout-out to 2 Live Crew. That is, like, the weirdest fucking thing. And I can't believe it exists. Also me, I had a rap career in the 90s, obviously. Anyway. Let me ask before I start the next thing. Rocksteady. Alright. Man, you woke me up and ruined my dream, playing side by side with my homeboy Kareem. Oh, I forgot to update the stats. For some reason I had it saying I've played 15 games this stream. I'm the worst. I'm literally the worst. Update your game name, BBH, you fucker. Alright, well, that brings us to game 165, which once again is viewer's choice. Sorry it took a little longer to get there between the Twitch problems and playing a full loop of Last Resort. These things happen. But as usual, I'm gonna bring up the list, hopefully with a lot less gambling and broken games than usual, but maybe not. Alright, let us see the list. Wow, I wish that worked. Okay, there's a lot of broken shit here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete Jackpot Joker Poker. That's it's another game I gotta delete from the list. We got EDF. That game doesn't work either. Wow. What the hell is Cosmo? Spin Master. Oh god. Hanafuda game. Pretty sure that's gonna run slowly. A Neo CD hack. Another game that's not working. Axon. Dragon Might. Alright, that's an interesting list. Also, like I said, from now on, I'm doing straw polls for everything. So while I type this up, take this opportunity to try to convince people to vote for your game, I guess. I don't know. I actually have played Journey on stream before. And it did detect the music, but at the same time it didn't actually block viewing of the video, as far as I could tell. We're gonna exclude Blitz because that's gonna run too slow. Alright, 10 playable video games on one poll. That's pretty good. Oh, Twitch, please. Oh, this archive's gonna be... It's gonna be a mess with all these restarts. Fuck.